It's winter time again in Minnesota, and it's time for Stories for the Season. Hello, I'm your impromptu host, Leroy Harris from the Ulm Public Library, and we're very grateful to partner with NUCAT, the State Street Theater Company, the Brown County Historical Society, and the Grand Center for Arts and Culture. Each year in Stories for the Season, we bring you a selection of stories and vignettes related to winter and the holiday season that center around the theme. You may notice I'm not in the library at the moment. I'm actually over at the Grand Center for Arts and Culture, and we're very excited because our theme this year, Holiday Recipes, will involve us using the Grand's kitchen. We hope you enjoy the different segments about holiday recipes taken from old cookbooks in the archives of the Historical Society. There are lots of interesting directions and quirks, as well as some small stories to go along with them, and we'll be doing taste tests of a lot of the recipes too. We hope you enjoy this year's Stories for the Season. Hello everyone, I'm Leroy Harris, and this is another segment of Stories for the Season. As we were looking for recipes for our theme this year, I was going through Eibner's handwritten cookbook, and I found this page about tips for making cakes. Oddly enough, it came after the cake section in the cookbook, but here are Eibner's tips for making cakes written a very long time ago. First, see that the fire is arranged so that the oven will be hot when the cake is mixed. Second, use only the best materials. Fine granulated sugar, good butter. Very coarse sugar makes it heavy and coarse. Third, have all ingredients at hand before beginning to work. If possible, measure the dry ingredients first. Sift baking powder in flour, then measure the wet, thus using only 1 cup. There are really only 2 kinds of cake, those with butter and those without. Butter cakes include the varieties of cupcakes, pound cakes, fruit cake, etc. Sponge cake without butter, and when quite rich, contains only eggs, sugar, flavoring, and flour. A cheaper kind is made by using some liquid if substituting soda or baking powder. Sponge cake does not require such a hot oven as butter cake. Cream butter and sugar together. In cold weather, the mixing bowl may be warmed a little. If sugar is coarse, it is well to sift it for fine little cakes. Butter and sugar should be mixed or creamed thoroughly so that you cannot see any more sugar grains. Otherwise, your cake is apt to be coarse. Then add eggs or yolks, as recipe calls for, either beaten or not. After it is very creamy, add a little flour, then a little milk. And for beginners, it is safer to stir one way with a light motion, taking care to keep the mixture always of about the same degree of stiffness. If you're not sure of using all the flour that is called for, sift some in a dish before baking powder is added, and use that last if any more is needed. Fold in the egg whites, which have been beaten stiff. Fruit should be washed, dried, and rolled in a towel, then roll in flour. Otherwise, bake a little of the batter, which will only take about 5 minutes. And those are Eibner's tips for making cakes. We hope you're enjoying this year's Stories for the Season, a collaboration between the Ulm Public Library, NUCAT, the State Street Theater, the Grand Center for Arts and Culture, and the Brown County Historical Society. This year, we'd also like to give a special thank you to the Friends of the Ulm Public Library for providing all the ingredients for the recipes that we tried out. And if you'd like to try them for yourself at home, give it a go. See how they work for your holiday party.